Rushman will catch. Dealers, you've got Hicks, who's celebrating his 33rd birthday. He's at left, Bader in center. Well, many today came to see him, and some get to meet him. Aaron Judge signing
years ago, and it has been a long road to get to this point. He has pitched with 4 different. No big deal. This is just a spot start. It's a big deal to that young man trying to make an impression.
But John, you've had the experience that it swirls a lot.
Yeah, every big league stadium is different. Is out on the mound, and you see the numbers this year with Minnesota and Milwaukee. The ERA is brought to you by Northwell. And he's making the rounds. He's been with the Twins, the Brewers. Numbers, 3.63 ERAs. Last outing, 6 innings pitched, no runs, no walks.
And let's do it at Yankee Stadium. First pitch, swung on a miss. This game, the Yankees have 5 games remaining. 4 in
rest, Michael. We got a big 3 days coming up.
Absolutely.
After this one, huh?
Strike 3. Mullins
Has the most wins in a season at the new stadium, and the century mark. You always have to have
local Kia dealers, Paul.
Well, it is the finale, last home game of Boone is going to have to take a look at in these last few games to figure out wow.
The 1-0 to Rushman. It's interesting because Paul said sometimes when you have everything locked up and you know where you're going to be in the postseason, it's hard to get really giving the team something to play for and play well for. And kept them together, and Paul is
preparing in their mind to get ready for the playoffs also.
2-2 on Rushman.
And it might be easy to.
Yeah, it's a head game, and because Flash, there's no magic switch where you can just turn it on.
Afternoon, but the lights are on. There's not a hint on the right side, but he found a hole, and that'll bring up Santander. Pitch inside to Santander, 3rd overall pick that year. We're actually the battery at Oral Roberts.
His organization together too, but now working together in a big league game. Everything's
Chi-Chi by his grandfather, and that stuck. Stadium. And there's ball 4 to Santander.
There's a lot of colors in that little graphic there, Flash.
Fouled away. Well, we've been here all morning, and it didn't rain. Line drive, it's a base hit left field. Hold Santander. It's an RBI double from Mountcastle, and it's 1-0 Orioles.
80 came into the game with 84 RBIs. You see this ball just sail across the plate. And it got past him all the way to the wall.
Anderson. And a strike. 0-2.
Paul, I was today one of the better fastballs he's had all year. He was really, really good.
1-2. Swing and a miss.
Off with a strikeout. 2 men on. Little breaking ball there.
Swing and a miss. Two men out. Popped up right back here. Strike 3. Hayes, the bottom of the first. Aaron Judge leads off. TikTok taught me. You saw Judge and Rizzo. LeMahieu play second. He's next. Middle, Mullins and Santander. Left to right in the outfield. Infield, Henderson, Mateo, Bob.
Well, we've seen Kyle Bradish get a couple of outs. It'll be his 23rd start. The ERA just over 5. Pitcher scatter report, which is brought to you by Northwell. This will be the last start of a very long year.
And some things to consider. Babe Ruth hit his 60th home run, first home run, on October 1st. That was in 1961. We shall see. Now, in a heavy breakdown, Judge has not seen a lot of 1%, and the major league average for strikes this year has been 24 pitches seen. That's 33%. Since he hit 61 in Toronto, each and every pitcher does not want to be a footnote to history. So we welcome all of those tuning in. And the crowd. And the pitch. Upstairs. And the 1-0. High again. Since hitting his fifth. The 2-0. A strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the 2-2. Strike 3. Judge down looking. Well, Paul, you could see the plan was the fastball was going to be out of.
Thrown him all away. This whole series have been breaking balls away, breaking ball that actually clipped him in the elbow. So not challenging him inside.
2-1. Right in on the hands. Mountcastle will field step up.
Against the fastball.
And if you want to.
And you see the numbers over the last 22, and you know it's the drive foot, the drive percent than somebody else who's maybe a little healthier. But it doesn't seem like Paul to me is going to.
Yeah, we talked a lot about his mechanics as a hitter, and he is a back foot hitter. Where you day and then down to Texas.
3-2. Now, in the original schedule, round would have started on Tuesday, but wild card round has been pushed back to the weekend. Fouled away. Upstairs.
Well, a 9-pitch at.
There's Ryan Addington, and he's neutral. Isn't that beautiful? More outside strikes, fewer high strikes, and he's.
To me, Paul, with his stance and his mechanics, but
if you think about it, every umpire should be neutral.
You know, that was just absolutely brilliant, though. I mean, you're right. Every umpire should be neutral. Don't lose me now. We got a lot of game left.
There's a strike to Donaldson, 2-1. Nope, first base side foul.
I mentioned Bradish with that slider, a big two-seamer.
And the pitch. Ready for the final out. No runs, no hits, no errors, no Judge home run, and 1 man left.
As expected, he made his first start on Friday night after not appearing in a game since I feel as though the toe was affecting him in the batter's box. So it looks like he will be in play when it comes to the page today. The plan is for him to go to the alternate site in Somerset to see some live pitching in the postseason roster. Still a lot of time until they need to make that decision. And Wandy Peralta